Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we will learn about pseudo elements. A CSS pseudo element is used to style specific parts of an HTML element. These are all the pseudo elements in CSS. Let's start with the first one, which is first line. So the first line pseudo element is used to add styles to the first line of a text. It works only for block elements like paragraph and heading tags. Let's try an example to understand it better. Say we've got this web page and we've got these paragraphs and headings. Let's say we want the first line of each paragraph to have more letter spacing and a different font color. So let's try that. Let's bring up our code editor here. All right, so I don't think we have a class for the paragraphs. No. So let's try using selectors. So article, all the paragraphs which are direct child of articles, select those. Let's give them a background color first. Say light coral. Let's save it. And as you can see, all these paragraphs are direct children of these articles. Now what we want is, we want to use this pseudo element to select all the first lines of the paragraphs and give them some styling. So let's say first line, and what we wanted to do was we wanted to increase some letter spacing. So let's add that, say 3 pixels. And we also wanted to change the font color. So let's do that. Color, let's say light green. Let's save it. And as you can see, the first line is light green in color, all these selected paragraphs. And there's a bit more letter spacing. All right, so let's try the second pseudo element, which is first letter. So as the name suggests, it is used to add styles to the first letter of a text. And even this pseudo element just works only for block elements like paragraph and heading tags. Let's try an example to understand it better. All right, so let's just copy this, comment it, and paste this here. So instead of first line, let's say first letter. And let's increase the font size, say 36 pixels. And let's change the color to, let's see if there's a color like yeah, we can just go with coral. So let's save it. And as you can see, all these first letters are styled. So they've got a bigger font size and they've got a different color. Now if I uncomment this and I save it, and as you can see, both these styles are working together. So we can use multiple pseudo elements on the same element. All right, so moving on to the third one, which is selection. So it is used to add styles to the selected text. So when I select this text, as you can see right now, there's a highlight of this blue color and the font color is white. So it is used to change these stylings. So let's try an example to understand it better. So let's bring up our code editor. So article, all the paragraphs which are direct child of this paragraph. Then our pseudo element, which is selection, sorry. And let's say a background color of light coral and color as black. Let's save it. Let's try selecting these elements. So now as you can see, all these elements, they're getting highlighted with this light coral color and the font color is black, except for this one. And this is happening because the font color is already light coral. Now moving on to the next two pseudo elements, which are before and after. So these are used to add some extra content before and after the content of the HTML element. This extra content could be text, image, or blank. Let's try an example to understand it better. Let's just comment all these for now. So again, let's select all these articles, all the paragraphs which are direct child, and let's select before. Let's say we want to add a quote before all these text. So we can use this attribute content, and inside double quotes, we can just give our single quote. Let's save it. And as you can see, this paragraph has a quote before it. Similarly, all these paragraphs. Similarly, let's try adding something after the content. So paragraph, and let's say after. So content, double quotes, and let's give it a single quote. Let's save it. And now as you can see, there's a single quote before and after. Also, let's give it a background color for all these. So article and all these paragraphs, let's give them a background color, say light coral, let's save it. And yeah, and now as you can see, all these highlighted ones have this quote in the beginning and at the end. Similarly, we can add an image. So I've got this small image here. Let's put it back in our code. So to add an image, you can do something like this. So you have to use this URL method, and inside that, just give it the URL. Let's save it. Let's remove this light coral. Let's just say white. Save it. And as you can see, there is this small smiley here before all these elements. Similarly, if I wanted to add the smiley afterwards as well, so I can simply use this URL method and pass the location as the parameter. And now as you can see, we've got the same image at the end. There's just one thing to remember. So when you use image in before and after, you cannot change the width and height. So just ensure that whatever width and height you require, the image is of the same dimensions. Similarly, as I mentioned, this could be empty also. So let's just try that. Let's say empty. Similarly over here, empty. Let's save it. And as you can see, there's nothing before and after these elements. That's all for today, guys. If there's something that you did not understand, feel free to drop a comment and we will discuss it. See you in the next video. Bye and take care.